let's now focus on the war in Sudan. Even though the current focus is more on the recent fall of Fasher in North Darfur, one of the key worrying features of this war is its impact on the lives of ordinary citizens. As Sudan's humanitarian crisis continues unabated, some South Africans who have recently returned from deployment in Sudan believe there is limited information distributed globally about this crisis. Epidemiologist with Doctors Without Borders, Chenoa Sankar, who hails from Durban, believes that more people would be involved in fighting the hunger and the famine faced in Sudanese nationals if more information was published about the crisis. By August 2025, over 25 million people were reported to be suffering from severe food insecurity in Sudan. Sankar spent 3 months on deployments addressing malnutrition in displacement camps in Khartoum and Damazin in the Blue Nile state. She joins us now virtually for more on the humanitarian crisis. Ms. Sankar, a very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Good evening.
Well, the world's attention has recently turned to the fall of Fasher in North Darfur, but you've been inside Sudan living amongst the civilians. So for someone sitting thousands of kilometers away with no sense of the scale or the brutality of this war, how would you describe what daily life in Sudan looks like right now?
Good evening. So I think what's very important for people to understand is just how devastating the situation in Sudan is for the people of Sudan. The war has been described as a war on civilians, and this is accurate in the sense that this is the case because of the level of impact that this has had on the daily life of the people. People are struggling just to access basic shelter, food, clean water, and this has created an environment where just trying to survive on a day-to-day basis is a struggle. People have endured unimaginable loss and are continuing to suffer with a lot of different hardships that they are facing every day.
And you know what, when we say humanitarian crisis, I mean, it can sound rather distant and clinical, but can you describe a moment from your deployment that sort of captures the human cost of this war much better than any statistic ever could?
So I think what we are seeing on the ground is hardship that they are facing on a daily basis, but also for a significant period of time. In Damazin, for example, we were receiving a lot of returnees that were coming from South Sudan who had been displaced from Sudan in 2011 and were living in displacement camps in South Sudan since 2011. They were now forced to return to Damazin because of the conflict affecting those areas and regions in South Sudan. And again, we're living in new settlement camps in Damazin, facing different hardships in a different context, but still suffering from this situation and this continuous situation where there is no stability in their country and in the surrounding countries around them.
All right, we seem to have lost Chenoa, and well, she's speaking to us live from Sudan, where the war still rages on.